What's up guys, this is a Miracle or LS Spartacus here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys my Magicka Templar build for the Horns of the Reach expansion pack. So we're going to get straight into the stats. Just about 40k maximum Magicka, just about 24k health, and just about 12k stamina. 1791 spell damage, just about 35 spell crit, 20k spell resistance, 14k physical, 2.5 crit, 1470 magic recovery, 217 health, and 701 stam. We were running the mage for more magicka, and we were also running Witch Mother's Potent Brew for that nice pull of everything. Alright, so now that you guys see the front bar stats, go to the back bar. Just about 39k magicka, just about 24 health, and just about 12k stam. Again, 1590 spell damage, 22 spell crit, 23 spell resistance, just about 18k physical, 2.7 crit. The recoveries are still the same. Let's go and show you guys the stats fully buffed, somewhat buffed. Spell damage goes up to, I believe, yeah, so 400, and then spell damage will go up to just about 2.6 2.7. I can't quite remember on that, but it's anywhere between the 2.5 to 3k range guaranteed, and that's honestly enough for having 40k magicka in my opinion. Alright, now let's go get into the sets. We're running 2-piece Vulcan Scoria. Typically for the shoulders, you're going to want to get them sturdy or impen. Helm, you're going to probably want to get infused so you can get a higher magicka pull. We're running an impen chest. So typically the 3 big pieces you're going to want to run infused so you can get a higher magicka pull, but you are losing a lot of critical resistance, but that's perfectly fine. But in the end, we're also getting a shit ton more DPS. And more DPS equals more healing from our puncturing sweeps. We're running 5-piece Desert Rose, 2 on the body. Not Desert Rose, Shackle Breaker running 5-piece Shackle Breaker, 3 on the body. Sword, and shield. We're running 5-piece Desert Rose, 3 jewelry. We got spell damage, recovery, spell damage. Now typically I'd put the spell damage on the jewelry just because I have really high OCD. Yeah, this bothers me that this is not recovery, but I just happen to have a Kuda spell damage enchantment right here. So I said fuck it, I'll just put the necklace on and get a recovery ring. And then everything else is obviously magicka. And then why do we run Shackle Breaker? We're running Shackle Breaker on a Magicka Templar because of the really high stamina pull that we're getting. We're getting just about 12k, which is perfect. I mean, that allows you to block more, that allows you to roll dodge more, that allows you to sprint a little bit more if you really do sprint. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's typically why we run Shackle Breaker. It also gives us magicka recovery and spell damage, and stamina recovery. Stamina recovery is pretty helpful as well. No, 5-piece Desert Rose. This is going to be giving you your spell resistance, maximum health, max magicka, and you're going to be restoring just about 2.4k magicka every 4 seconds roughly. This is like in order to sustain with this build, you have to be getting attacked. This is not a 1v1 build. I mean, you can 1v1 depending on who you're 1v1ing, but if you're going up against like a Stam DK or another Magplar, you more than likely will not sustain just because they're not throwing out enough damage onto you to be getting that 2.4k tick exactly every 4 seconds. Now this is perfect for sewers if you're running in a small group, perfect for open world small group, and about a 4-man is what I'd usually run this build in. 2 to 4-man is best, and then if you encounter, I'd say 4+ more enemies, you're going to sustain perfectly well. That's why we can sustain with 1400 magicka recovery as a Magplar. Now if you wanted to and you really don't want to run that, you can run 5 pieces Amber Plasm, 3 jewelry, 2 on the body, shoes and sash. Right there. I don't think I have Amber Plasm, shoes, or sash. Let me check. I do not. But yeah, so you can run Amber Plasm if you want to. You get a lot of recovery from that. You do lose some spell resistance, which is honestly fine. You do lose 1000 health, which is fine. You do keep your magicka, you do keep your spell damage. You get more spell critical from it, and you get more stamina and magicka recovery, which is extremely helpful for Magplar, especially saying a lot of our main skills are really expensive. Your spammable is almost 3k. Your gap closer is 3k. Your knockback is almost 4k. Your execute is 4k. Purifying light is only 1k. Channeled is only 994. Now, why do we run channeled focus? Actually, I'll explain that when I get into the skills. Breath, your main heal is 4k. And then your ritual, which is also another really good heal, is 3.5k roughly. So then all of that is extremely expensive, and that is why it is really hard to sustain with the Magicka Templar. Magicka Templar, in my opinion, is the hardest class to sustain with. I don't know, that's just my opinion. You guys might say, oh, it's fucking easy, blah 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 blah. Well, if you're playing solo play, and I mean you're trying to so let's say you're out in PvP just on any character, you encounter a Magicka Templar. You got 2 people on him, you're bursting his ass down. He can't do shit. He's doing nothing but blocking, healing. Yeah, a lot of you guys might say, oh, Magicka Templar is so easy to play, blah 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 blah. But what a lot of you guys don't know, or at least what a lot of people that say Magicka Templar is easy to play, is that they've never encountered a Magicka Templar that can stay fully buffed, can keep up with heals, and keep up with enough DPS to kill somebody all at the same time. Templars are most Templars that I've seen and or encountered can either throw down their buffs once, twice, and they're doing nothing but blocking and healing. Yeah, I know that's really fucking annoying, but their heal is literally 4k. Over time, it will go down. Yeah, I'm all out of healing. I can't DPS. Oh, got one sweeping. Oh, I can't get another. Oh, there goes one. That's just not enough at all. It's really hard to sustain, especially if you're out in the middle of the open. You have to be able to have a spot to kite around so that you can also relieve some of that stress off of you while still being able to throw out some DPS. And also, that's why we run Desert Rose too, because if we are getting gangbanged by some enemies, I mean, you're getting Magicka back literally every 4 seconds. It's guaranteed. Now, if you're in a 1v1, it's not guaranteed all the time, especially if against someone that's not really throwing out dots or anything, like a Nightblade perhaps, Stam Nightblade. But I guess that's up to you. You can either run Desert Rose or Amber Plasm. I have ran with Amber Plasm. It is easier for solo play. So if I'm going to play solo play by myself, or if I'm going to just be running sewers by myself, I will run Amber Plasm, guaranteed. But if I'm playing in a small group, I will definitely switch it out for Desert Rose. That's just my opinion. You guys might see different, but you guys are here to see my build, which is 100% why you've clicked on this video. I know there's probably going to be some troll comments saying, oh, I clicked on here to watch me talk. I don't fucking know, but whatever, I'm just stalling. Let's get back into the sets. So the Shackle Breaker Sword, we're running Infused. Why do we run Infused? Weapon Damage Enchantment, we're getting 400 from this. With the Kuda, you're getting 435, I believe. But it's not much of a difference between Rakuda and Kuda, but definitely go with Kuda if you can, obviously. But without Infused, it's only like 325, so we're getting more spell damage from this. We're running Precise on the other sword. This is so that we can just obviously get a higher crit resistance, not crit resistance, crit pull. And then we're running Shock Damage. Why do we run Shock Damage? We are a high elf. Where? Yeah, increases your Flame, Frost, and Shock damage by 4%. So then this is, it'll hit a little harder, but typically you're going to want to run Oblivion just because that's irresistible damage. So if, say it's like a 3k Oblivion damage, it will be 3k when you hit them with a heavy attack or light attack or whatever. Running Infused Sword, this is to get more Magicka back with the Absorb Magicka enchantment and an Impend Shield. You can throw on Stamina on this if you wanted to. Health or Magicka, it's all very viable in my opinion. And you can run Sturdy on the shield. You can run Infused on the shield. You can run Reinforced on the shield or Impen. I went with Impen. Alright, and you also can run Lich, by the way, but it's every 1 minute, and that's just not enough in my opinion. It's only like, yeah, it's really good sustain, but just not the best in my opinion. Amber Plasm or Desert Rose, you can't go wrong. Now, why do we run Valken Scoria? I know a lot of people say GODplar is the meta now, but Valken Scoria 1, it procs more often. It's every 5 seconds, while GODplar is every 10. All your skills are a dot pretty much. Dot. Your execute's a dot. If you're running Vampires Bane, it's a dot. Your Structure entropy is a dot. Well, I have entropy. It's not morphed yet. And all that's pretty much a dot. Now, let's go and get into the skills. We are running Javelin, Radiant Oppression. Now, don't be a fucking retarded Magicka Templar and be one of those people that uses this skill at full health. That is absolutely, completely useless. I don't know why people do that. This skill is absolute shit. Like, if they're at full health. I mean, it's just obvious. Inner Mage Light, this is so we can get a higher Magicka pull. And this is going to be giving us our Major Prophecy. Puncturing Sweep, this is your heal and your DPS. And then Toppling Charge, this is your gap closer. Now some of you may say, why do I run 2 knockbacks? Gap close, yeah, it's going to knock them down. This will be useless pretty much. But if you wanted to, typically what I do is that if they're at a great distance, especially Magicka Nightblade, since they're trying to get at you at distance, pop them with a Javelin that will do 40% more damage. So that's just more DPS right there based on the distance. And then gap close. Now, you can run Vampire's Bane. Yes, this does give you Major Prophecy. Yes, we already have it, but this is also going to be your snare. And then it's going to slow them down, and it's also a really nice dots that will proc Valken Scoria as well. When you snare them, you can land your sweep so much easier. But as of right now, I am loving Javelin more than Vampire's Bane. And you can run the other more if you want to. And then our ultimate is Empowering Sweep. A lot of this ultimate does get a lot of shit for it, but if you're in a small group and you're being overwhelmed, this will make you tanky as shit. Also, so you look right here. Also reduces damage dealt to you by 15% for 10 seconds, plus an additional 4% for each enemy hit. This can make you this will basically make you unkillable depending on how many enemies you hit for 10 seconds. If I'm being overwhelmed, let's say if I'm in a 1v8 situation, or even like 1v5, I can hit every single one of them. I'm pretty much not going to die. So you don't have to keep up with your heals, and if you have to, you don't have to spam the fuck out of it and break your button. I don't have to break my 3, for instance. But you can replace this with Dawnbreaker. It's up to you. As of right now, I'm preferring Empowering Sweep. Back bar. We're running Purifying Light. Channeled Focus. Why Channeled Focus? 1, this gives us Magicka back, so it makes it easier to sustain and get 120 Magicka every 0.5 seconds. Breath of Light, this is our main heal. Now, why do I run Breath of Light? Again, this is a small group play build. Go with Honor the Dead if you're going to do solo play, but Breath of Light it's just really built for a small group or a large group. Entropy, this is your major sorcery, increasing our spell damage by 20% for 20 seconds, and it's a heal, and it's a dot. A dot will proc Valken Scoria. Ritual of Retribution, this is a really good heal, and it also damages enemies, and it will pull Nightblades out of stealth. And then we're running Devouring Swarm. This is your oh shit heal if you really need to get some health back really quickly, and you don't have enough Magicka, and this is also a really good DPS skill. Pop this. Pop your Toppling Charge, they're going to eat that, they will die, and spam your sweeps. Alright, let's go and get into the champion points. We're running 25 into Warlord, 66 into Arcanist, 52 into Shadow Ward, 19 into Blessed, 31 Elfborn, 0 Elemental. You can put a few into there, it's up to you, but we are pretty much all of our DPS is a dot. We are running 35 into Spell Erosion, and 57 into Thaumaturge, 56 into Ironclad, 38 into Resistant, 24 Hardy, 23, 25 Ally Defender, and then nothing in here. Alright guys, I hope you guys like this build. I will be doing a showcase here soon once I can get my my little foreman together, and then I'll be showing off this build with them. And then the next build I will be making will be either a Stamina Nightblade or a Stamina Warden. More than likely a Stamina Warden, because the current build I have with him, I am absolutely in love with. Alright guys, so I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.